What we've done is crack the code for predictable success. That is the most important thing, because when you really look at our practitioners, they are practitioners who don't fit into the traditional model. They might be stuck in the traditional model right now, but they realize that traditional healthcare is not healthcare, but yet there's not the model for them to use to be able to build a business that not only is going to help them be successful and pay back their student loans, but also it's going to let them live the lifestyle that they're coaching their patients to live. Like, that used to drive me nuts.
That's what it should be.
Right? You can't be stressed out, not able to exercise, not eating the quality food you want to eat, and telling your patients to do that. They'll smell it on you. So we've got to get over this money thing that we have and realize that you've got to set up a business model where you can make what you deserve to be making and live a life that you want to be living while serving people at the highest level and changing health.
I want to stay on this for a minute. I am so committed to this vision of helping literally as many practitioners as we can get our fingers on just thrive, be successful, spread your message, make money. Those are like the keys to life, right?
Yeah.
And this amazing model that JJ and the team, I'm also a part of this team, this Health Business Ascension Model, where she helps practitioners identify where they are in business to get to that pivotal, I have more time, more money, more impact. JJ, walk us through like a few parts, how practitioners take this journey to get to the top of that model.
I always like to start with, where are you now? And this may not be you, but you may go, she gets me. I find a lot of people are what I call successfully stuck. They're making good money, but they can never leave because if they take vacation now, they're not making the money. So they're trading time for money, kind of trapped. They're the focal point for their income.
Everything relies on them.
So that's one place you can get stuck. The other place that's really easy to get stuck nowadays is being what's called a poorly paid thought leader, where you're going out there, you're doing your podcast, you're doing your Instagram, TikTok, but you haven't put the things in place to monetize that message, to really be able to get that attention and do something with it. The other one I see is someone who's got this amazing idea, but they don't know, it's failure to launch. They don't know quite what to do with it, how to get it started, or maybe they spent a bunch of time and money making a course that's just sitting there because they don't know what to do with it. Those are like starting points that I see, and those people all jump into create. And when I look at a Health Business Ascension Model, and you'll kind of listen to this and go, where are you on this? And we can provide in the show notes the checklist, because we make checklists every step of the way, which I think is important, because when you think about business, you want to make sure that you're doing the right thing at the right time in your business. I had a consultant come in because I was trying to figure out, why am I stuck in my consumer business? And I had my CEO at the meeting, and I had my CMO at the meeting, and I had my CFO at the meeting, and I had my COO at the meeting. And the guy looked at me and goes, you don't make enough money to have
the C-suite.
I had the full suite, because that's what I thought you did. You went and got the full suite. Well, I wasn't a $20 million business. I did not need a CEO, a CFO, a CMO, full-time people.
Oh, I know.
I kept going, where's the school that's supposed to teach me this stuff? That's what we put together, is really the school, the Health Biz Growth Academy, to teach you this stuff, starting with a very simple model where you start with create, really figuring out what that core foundational offer is based on the problem you solve, who you solve it for, and how you solve it, and then creating a business model that's going to fit with your lifestyle, your financial goals. And that's really the launch pad for everything. And once you've got that clarity, it's like, man, then you can go out there with confidence. It helps you create some cash. And I love all the alliteration. That's create. And then when you get that thing dialed, like you have something you can sell. And what we like to do is make sure that you can sell your thing, whether it's a high ticket offer or a membership or a VIP day, sell it to 5 warm leads. In person, you talking to them, or on the phone, not an ad, not a recording. You actually have to be able to do this, because if you can't sell your thing to a warm audience, no ad's going to do it for you.
Not a single one. Can't sell to warm traffic. Cold is going to be much, much worse.
And so we don't like to do that, because someone's going to say no to us.
We don't like that.
Sucks.
We don't like that.
But when you're first selling that, whatever that first thing is, it's fantastic, because you're getting so much market research. You're going to hear all their objections. You're going to hear what they would love, what are their burning desires. And that's going to help you with where you go next with all your marketing and messaging. And once you know that it will fly, you've proven it, then you can go and optimize it. So now you can start to build all the tech and the team and the the tools. And this is the important part, because if you create something and you don't move into optimize, you're getting into straight overwhelm. Now you're making money and you've got some leverage, but you're going to get yourself stuck again.
We're back on the hamster wheel again.
Right, stuck again. And this is really that ability in optimize to shift to working on your business, because you've got now team working with you, tools and tech working for you. And the more tech and tools, the better, because team takes time off. Team has hurricanes. I had a team member. I was like, so are you going to come in today? She goes, I'm trying to find gas. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. We don't have gas in our gas stations now in Tampa. There's that problem. That's the really important shift to working in your business to on your business is a huge one. And all of that has to be in place before you scale.
Do y'all hear that? That means you create the thing, you prove it can fly a little bit by selling to that warm audience, right? And then you optimize it to scale. You don't do it backwards. Because I think, JJ, what happened when you did that backwards?
I did that backwards. That was awesome. I watched a business go from 1 million to 2 million in like 2 months, to 6 million, to 10 million, back to 8 million. I was like, boop. I was like, okay. And meanwhile, we are trying, it's like hose turned to full blast with leaks, and you're duct taping all over the place. And every time you duct tape one, a new leak springs up. And that's when I thought I'll get the CEO and the CMO and the CFO and they'll fix it. Nope. They just cost a lot of money and wanted bonuses for things they hadn't done. I'm like, oh my God, get me out of this. You've got to optimize first.
The story that I remember from all of the fun stories you said about your mishaps in business is when you were selling the shakes.
Oh,
it was like
boy.
your first iteration, I think, of the Virgin Diet shake.
So the Virgin Diet book was coming out. And in the book, it says you have to start your day with the Virgin Diet shake. So I made the Virgin Diet shake, and there was nothing like it at the market at the time. So no competition, blue water, make the shake, except the freaking company was a month late in putting it out. So the book comes out. I'm like, great. So I said, all right, listen, when we go to do this, I'm going to do a promotion to my list. I'm going to be on Rachel Ray, and I've got PBS, I think it was the Today Show too. Everything was going at once. I go, are you ready? Oh yeah, we got it. I go, no, are you really ready? We sold out of that. $500,000, boom, gone. And 3 weeks it took them to ship all the orders because they weren't ready. They didn't believe me. So meanwhile, I didn't have a customer service plan.
Because you weren't optimized? Is that why?
No, because I had my assistant who would answer all the emails. At the time, I was still in the hospital with my son who had nearly died right before the launch. So we're in ICU, and I get a little call from my assistant who doesn't want to say anything because I'm in the ICU. So she doesn't want to tell me. She finds like, I got 300 emails overnight.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
like, what?
Lord, help us all.
What do we do? So anyway, we put a customer service platform into place quickly, but that's not the way you do it. That's the bass-ackwards way to do it. Again, at the time, all I ever wanted, Lauren, was what we now have put together, the create, optimize, scale, that scaling to sustainable, saleable success that we all want. All I wanted was that model, and it didn't exist. What's been so fun to watch is to watch us help practitioners go through this, all the way up to scaling, all the way up to these multi-7 and 8-figure businesses, and know it's predictable.
If you found this clip from the Power Moves Health Marketing Podcast to be helpful, then check out the next video or watch the full episode here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next big move in health marketing. Thanks for watching.